the Felixstowe Radio and Television, we're under one umbrella.
Yeah.
We're first in England to have a radio and television, and I'm going to introduce you to our next guest now. We're going to welcome Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. It's lovely to see you. And come and join us here. And I hope the camera will come in. If you come a little closer, then you'll be in. There we are. Nice to squeeze up.
Hello, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yes,
you are very important to us because
thank you.
You've got some you're in charge of a thing called Little Bird, I think.
I am indeed.
This is your own effort,
it is,
yes.
Which I recently spoke with Sue Hall on the Swab Channel interview, which is on the station.
On the station, yes.
The website.
So you can see all the programme with Sue Hall, where she interviews Bonnie about her business. But I'm pleased to say that Bonnie did a very good business plan for Felixstowe Television, and she's now moved in with her staff, and we're going to go to great things. And I'm going to ask her, Bonnie, tell us a little bit about some of your plans for
Okay, at the moment we've started at the ground up. So this week we have been doing a bit of spring cleaning, polishing windows and all sorts, and working with the current volunteers we have here. The website is going to change. It's going to look very different and be a lot more interactive for you all. And we would like to ask you all as a community to come down and get involved. We need more volunteers here. If you'd like to present, if you'd like to learn about creative media or even business administration, then we'd like you to come and get involved.
That's very good, yes.
We're going to have apprenticeship opportunities. There's going to be a lot of learning opportunities for the young people of Felixstowe. So we'd really like to encourage everybody to come down and get involved with us, really.
Yes. And tell me, how long have you been going with your business?
With my business since May.
Since May, well, that's very
but
good.
it took off very quickly.
Yes.
And we've become well established, which has been surprising but enjoyable at the same time.
Because once again, you're a Felixstowe.
I live in Trimley St Mary. I've lived there for 7 years now.
7 years,
we'll never leave.
No, that's very good. Never say never.
No, well, no. But yes, I enjoy the area massively.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you understand, of course, that we've got Felixstowe Radio under the same thing,
indeed,
so we're hoping
yes.
to bring them together far more.
Yes, most definitely.
And we've got something like 40 volunteers for the Felixstowe Radio.
Yeah.
So I'm very pleased to hear your ideas about volunteers for the...
Yes, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier, that's
yes,
right.
definitely.
And it's great fun as well.
Oh, it is.
And not only fun, but there are great opportunities in the business for jobs.
Oh, definitely.
And so anybody who does get the experience on television, there's wonderful openings for them. And here they have got the opportunity because we're a learning station. We're run by a charity, All Saints House Trust, and of course. Tell me something about your ideas for programmes.
For programmes, we've just decided yesterday that we're going to have a programme in the run-up to Christmas called Suffolk Made Presents. And it's about people in Suffolk who hand make things.
Yes.
And they're going to give you all projects that you can work on to make Christmas presents and the like. And those will go out weekly in the run-up to Christmas.
Yes.
We'd like to get some young people in with ideas for programmes. And really we'd just like to start to see more of the community come in and get involved in the schedule altogether. It's very nice to report back to the community on local events, but we'd like you all to come and get involved. It's very important to us. This becomes a real hub for the community.
Well, this is the big thing. And of course the Heritage weekend, which we had this last weekend, we had how many?
I think we had over 20 visitors.
Did we? That's very good.
Which was fantastic, and people were really keen to come and find out about what happens here.
Yes.
But that's something that people can do any day of the week now.
Yes. Now, what are your opening hours?
At the moment, they're about 9 o'clock till gone 5 o'clock, shall we say. We're hoping that long term we will have enough volunteers that we can be open evenings and weekends, because not everybody is available during the day, and we would like to programme what happens here in such a way that we are open to anyone in the community to come and get involved when it suits them.
Yes.
So yes.
Well, it's growing so fast.
It is.
And Felixstowe Television now gets an enormous number of hits every week, and I think we're going to under your good guidance. Hopefully, we will grow. We will grow and get bigger and better. Because it's very important. Mike Amos at the present moment, he's on holiday. And so I think when he comes back, he's going to be very pleased to see what Bonnie has done, because he introduced Bonnie to me, and I welcome Bonnie with open arms and well, I'm sure we're going to make a very good team in the future and get a lot done.
We work well together, don't we?
Oh, I think so, yes, indeed.
Good.
And tell us a little bit about the how to say, nitty-gritty. Do you find it a hard thing to run something like this?
It can be hard at times, because some of the decisions you have to make in ways of changing things can be quite difficult to implement or very difficult to take on board. But if you stick with it, when you come out the other side, the rewards are far more beneficial and far more rewarding to us. So it's hard, but we're tough. We're a tough team, with big hearts too. We are about people, which is one of the reasons we've taken off so quickly. Is that we don't just work with businesses for the sake of a business. We really are about people, and we're very community focused. So it's going to be tough at first, because there's a lot of work to do in terms of getting everything done. But we're very super excited and can't wait for the community to become more involved in Felixstowe TV.
Well, this is right. Have you something you'd like to bring up and ask this young lady who's got such a big job in her hands?
She has, yeah. It's obviously I know a bit about Felixstowe TV with Sophie working here, and it's when you first sort of came along, what were your thoughts? What how could you sort of strengthen areas? And
my first thoughts were the massive potential that it has here. There is huge potential. Its strengths are the community, and I think that's one of the biggest points. I mean, I look at people like Sophie and little Josh that we've got out there this morning, and the work they're doing, and the fact they come in and they give that time, and they will tell you they get so much from it. Well, so I think the community is the strongest thing that Felixstowe TV has. Really, is the fact that it is about the community.
Exactly.
The joy, especially at this present moment, of course, is that we're trying to merge the television and the radio together, because it saves a lot of duplication. And as you know, Dawn did such a wonderful job with the carnival. We had a great big lorry for Felixstowe television and radio. We were the only one that had a band on it, and it got a tremendous response. And which is what, instead of having two separate media covering the same event, it can be done quite adequately with one who will do it both for the radio and for the television. By law, the radio has to have at least 30% speech comment, and they're getting this now by broadcasting some of the speech content of these interviews that we do live.
Well, that's a very good idea.
And so, there's a lot to be gained by having both sides on it. From the advertising point of view, it's wonderful, because it means that somebody who advertises on the radio probably gets free things on the television, and vice versa. Because you can offer an awful lot, I think, to people. And we're looking for sponsors.
We are, most definitely.
And we're very grateful to the Co-op, who are a wonderful firm, and they help so many local charities, and we're hoping to have a very close association with them. We've got a very interesting interview coming up next week about the Elizabeth Hotel. Tell me, we're seeing...
not next week, that'll be the week after, I believe. Yes, he's having a well-earned holiday, I believe.
This is Richard Cattermole.
Although, yes, that will be. Next week we do have an interview with the Macmillan care team.
Oh, really?
Because next Friday, I believe, or possibly the Friday after, is the national coffee morning that we have every year to raise funds for Macmillan Cancer Care. So they're coming in to speak to us next week.
Isn't that good?
And also we have Autism Suffolk coming in next week as well to speak about a fundraising thing that they're going to be doing to raise funds for Autism Suffolk too. So we've got some very exciting interviews next week.
And we always have a lot of councillors coming in.
We do, yes.
And it gives them a chance to put over the council policy to the locality, which I think is wonderful. And of course we've got people like Mike Nimmy, who is wonderful. He keeps tabs on everybody.
He does.
In fact, his programme is called Tabs.
It is. He keeps tabs on us too.
Does he? Oh, that's good. It can't be bad. But he's a great help to us, and we're very grateful to Mike. Well, we're very grateful for you coming in, Damien, and Bonnie, welcome.
Glenn.
And I'm Glyn. That's
the omen.
We'll forgive you.
The name of your business is?
New Brand.
New Brand. Therefore, so don't forget New Brand. Do get on to it. We're very grateful to you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this programme. I'm glad you've met Bonnie, because she's really steering the ship, and Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And thank both of you, Bonnie
you.
and Glyn.
Glenn.
Glenn.
We get it right, yeah. Thank you very much, Early.
Thank you.